Alright, so welcome. Oh, I rebooted my PlayStation. Damn, I hope I saved. Probably prompts. No, I guess it wouldn't, would it? Well, whatever. I know that I did. I know I saved it. And like it says here, it auto saves. So in any event, stop the singing. Get me the fuck out of here. I played a couple of hours. I actually skipped playing this today. No particular reason. I was just busy. I just finally got around to it basically tonight to play. I wanted to record because I didn't play anything. I did about, I want to say, 5 or so hours of grinding. I was able to get a couple of new skills for most of my characters. And most importantly, I was able to get half the cast roughly up to level 30. Actually, Law also hit 30. I forgot about that. So as far as skills are going, I was able to fill in a good chunk of some of the skills that I was missing. At this point, I grinded for maybe, I want to say, about something like maybe 4 to 5 hours ish. And basically every overworld encounter is a joke to me now. The only ones that aren't are those big lizards, but I still never lost to them. It's just annoying, and I didn't really want to use money and resources to continue fighting them, so I just didn't. So really, all I have to say is this. I guess this game just has fucked up boss difficulty. I was talking with some of my friends about this. This game just seems to have bosses that just do whatever the fuck they want. They never stun, they never stagger like other Tales games and even other game series in general. They just run around and do whatever the hell they want. They deal 50% of your life bar. It's like Zestiria and Berseria on steroids, and it never stops. And that's just how the game is. One of my friends who's actually further in this game than me says that it wasn't even worth it to go that far. And one thing that he pointed out to me, because in my opinion, and this is my opinion, I did about 4 to 5 hours of just like straight grinding, and I was only able to get like 3 levels based off of the monsters in the area where I am. And you saw I grinded in all the places that led directly up to this part of the story. So I asked my friend, hey, like, did you ever have to grind for anything? And you want to know what he showed me? And this is not totally like me being smiting this fucking game. But you want to know what he showed me? And you can look at this on Steam too. I fucking hate that I know this now. If you come down here, you could just buy all the money you would probably ever need in the playthrough for $2 a pop. So for $8, you could just make money a non-issue. And additionally, as you saw there, there's a bunch of bonus level ups. There's 2 plus 10 level ups, which would be 20 levels, and then there's 4 plus 5s, which would be another 20 levels. So you could buy 60, I'm sorry, not 60, what was this, 10, 20, 40 levels, I'm sorry, not 60, 40. You could buy 40 levels worth of experience, just if you want to dump, what is this, like $8, $13. So if you spend like another $21 or so, basically all of the nitpicks I have about this game disappear. And if this doesn't feel like one of the most like 2017 DLC laden bullshits I've ever seen in a game, I don't know what is. It feels like a lot of the systems in this game were at least hindered to facilitate that. Oh, you could jump again in midair. I just don't know. I feel like that has to play some role in this, right? Definitely, because otherwise, like, it doesn't really make much sense to me why the difficulty jump would be so ridiculous. You go fight monsters in the overworld for 5 minutes, and everything is fine. And then you go fight a boss, it's like you're playing a completely different game. Don't ask me, never played a Tales game like this in my life, probably never will again. It seems like some of the shit is fucked up. But before we actually do the story, I don't know why I left through the door, I could just teleport. We're just gonna teleport because that's fucking simpler. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here because there's a skit that I could get. I was grinding and I was like, you know what, I don't want to skip any skits or anything, so let me just do this real quick.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yeah, where we slept at an inn only to leave and go camp. Of course, that makes perfect sense. Okay.
Can finally take a breather.
Actually, I should cook because I'm gonna go fight the boss. Let's see. Do we have like defense up? Yeah, let's do this. We have tons of resources because I spent all that time cooking and gathering everything and selling money and everything.
Will blow
So like, yeah,
away.
I did make decent money. All right, let's talk with Rinwell
Mind if we chat
before
a
she
little?
loses her fucking mind.
I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Whoa, whoa, buddy.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does
Let's
that
not
make
get
you
too far
everybody's
ahead
dad?
of ourselves.
Do I really look that old
We
to
might
you?
hate each other by the end of
Huh?
this.
You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind
no.
of vibe from Dohalim. He's more
hate
like an
him.
uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well,
Well, the
Hootle took
subtitle
little brother
spoiled
role,
it. This is fucked up.
And Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog.
That's how you
Dog.
treat him, really?
Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit.
Alright, cool. And now we get to watch
Let
her
me know
lose
if
her
you sense
goddamn mind. That was the one thing that was kind of like, damn, I'm gonna have to fucking hold off on that for like a good couple hours.
Another day, another
But hopefully it
goal.
was worth it. I mean, I guess we'll see. Let me, I'll grab some of this. Alright, sweet. Was there anything else I wanted to do? Wait, what just happened? Hold on. I didn't even read what? I missed what it said. What happened? Why did one of my pigs disappear? Did I get raided by fucking animals? Oh, whatever. I don't even care at this point. That's so stupid. It's such a fucking waste. I don't think there's really anything to buy. I'm pretty sure I bought all the items I'll need. I maxed out on life bottles, so hopefully we won't have to do that. I apparently have 2 of these. Can I sell one? That was a mistake. I guess I bought one and didn't even realize it. Okay. So I don't know. Can I buy maybe more apple gels? Wait. Oh, it didn't save. Did it save? Hold on a fucking second. Did it save what I did? Yeah, it did. It did. Okay. There you go. So, I mean, wait. Oh my god, I'm still in the fucking sell menu. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. I still ended up with more than what I left or what I entered with or whatever. That's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. The merchant
Did
guy
we
kind of
really
reminds
just
me
spend
of
that
the
much
guy from Bravely Default, honestly. So I guess this game is just going to be a fucking item chugger, no matter what I do, and there's not really anything I could do to stop it. At least in that last area, like, they constantly drop peach gels. Like, no one around here is dropping items like that. So, we're just going to go in, we're just going to fucking bulldoze it in. If I can't beat it on a few attempts, I'm just lowering the difficulty, because, honestly, at this point, I've kind of mentally clocked out of this fucking game. Hardcore. And I'm over the halfway point, by the way. And you could tell this, you could also tell this game is not that long. Because if I go here, that is not where you go. If I go down to play records, right? And you go into, basically I'm judging it off of the owls found. I'm just over the hump. So roughly we're about like 60% through. You know, we got one more area left, and I'm presuming there's going to be like one final area or two that we can move on towards. I have most of the camping spots. We're also over the hump for that by a reasonable amount. So we're kind of like over the hump for sure. Cool, I guess. You know, I also upgrade everyone's equipment just in case anyone's wondering. Alright. Let's, can I just sell some stuff actually now that I think about it? Let me just sell some of these fucking things, because I'm never gonna gather or use any of this shit anyway, so I might as well just sell it and call it a day. As you can see, I kind of sold it in bits and pieces. So now you can, this is basically how you make money in this game. It's like contrary to like almost every other Tales game I think I've ever played. There was another RPG that made me do this, but I don't remember what it was because it's been so long. So I don't really remember. So what do you think I should buy with this? I think I should just buy more orange shells, like another 3 orange shells, maybe like 2 lemons, and more apple. Okay. Save again. Let me save over this since we're now making a new recording, because I'm beating this fight one way or another today. I don't care what I have to do. Okay. We'll wait in the room. We'll live in the pod. We'll eat the bugs. Okay. We've seen this.
This must be...
Did they skip right to the anime cutscene? I fucking love this, by the way. Oh, there's another cutscene after this. God damn it. Okay. Well, now we're over leveled for the boss, mind you. So I guess we'll see what happens. Dragon Storm is actually a really good move, by the way. I started liking it a lot.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
He's gonna summon ads, you know he will. Cancel. It's not really a cancel actually when you use it like that, but whatever. Okay. Oh, I don't have recover. I actually don't think Alpha can learn recover this early. Not that I'm aware. Okay. Oh, he has a weak point. I didn't even realize he had a weak point. I forgot. It's been so long since I fought something that has a weak point. Get up, come on. This tornado doesn't chase you like every other game. He's sticking his tail in the tornado, though. Okay, I'll use an item. We have plenty of these. Thanks to all the fucking grinding I did. I think it's really helping Dohalim's healing amount. I think that's the one thing that seems to be really good. Stardust is only good if you can levitate them right next to it the whole time.
Another incantation ruined.
I will use... Oh, fuck it. At this point, you kind of have to use peach shells constantly. Now think about this for a minute. I guess I'll have to use another one. You can't buy treats in this game, actually. I think it was only Graces where you could buy treats.
Tails a problem. Then let's focus there first.
Their arts were interrupted.
You can slightly hit stuff out of the arena. I think I'm still getting the tail.
This one's mine.
Alright. Like, at what point does it just become more efficient to just die and revive with a life bottle, you know? Like that's the type of stuff this game makes me consider, actually. He's gonna die before he pops out. Oh, nice. Put the tornado out of bounds. Perfect. I don't even think we can get hit by that.
Tornado drive.
Yeah, he can't even hit us. There you go. Just blow it. With any luck, it'll just burst the tail.
Scarlet Inferno. Here I come. I'm not done.
You know what would be really fucked up? If we have to fight her after this, too. Just back to back. I don't know what you want me to do, Chief. Don't stand next to the fucking thing. For real. You're smarter than that. I guess Law really isn't that good for boss fights. I stepped into that. That's my fault. I guess Law just isn't that great for boss fights. I'll be honest with you. Like, he seems to just get really hit too often. So, I feel like this party is actually better when I'm out and about, or rather when I'm doing a boss fight, compared to anything else. Come on. Okay, actually, let's use an item. We have plenty of these, so for once we can actually just dump money into, or dump orange shells into it, so the healing just never stops. Right? We still haven't broken the tail, but it's fine.
I'm grateful.
There's no telling what it'll do. Stay focused.
Ads.
Dragon Swarm. Going now.
Yeah, I mean, like, having both healers is pretty decent no matter what. So, I'm not really too worried about that. I guess I'm not gonna heal. Come on, break it. It still hasn't popped. That's double demon thanks too. Okay. What the fuck is going on? And the reason I stopped using everyone else's abilities is unless you're actually like comboing something, most of your teammates' abilities are kind of useless in combat. Because Kisara won't down anyone that doesn't charge, so that's why I don't bother. So I can use Law. Law's okay. Okay, we still haven't fucking beaten this thing. It's more likely that we're just gonna kill this thing before we actually get to break his tail at this point. We're gonna break it right at the very end, probably. Oh, we've never seen this!
Tectonic vision.
I love this, man. That's a good one. That's a good Mystic. Mystic Arts also recenter the enemy, by the way, which is kind of cool. I need to get recovered. That would actually be like really optimal, but it hasn't appeared on my chart yet. Believe it or not, Alphen does not have a lot of things that other characters get. At least not this early. Okay, we're not gonna fucking break this thing probably at all. I'm just gonna keep dumping shit on myself.
This one's mine.
Resonate with the
That's close enough to punch, definitely.
This is some punishment.
Alright, that's fine. It's literally what we have 15 bottles for. But you can see that the 800 isn't really anything good yet. Like, it's quickly becoming, like, outdated. By the way, yes, I did get weak point bonus damage on Alphen, so this thing is just not fucking breaking at all. That's basically what it is. No.
But I'll never back down.
No. That was a nice backflip. Holy shit. Over limit again. Okay. The biggest threat is that I die before I get to use my Mystic, because that's probably going to end the fight, or it's going to get us really close. Okay, cool. This is actually good again because you recenter the boss. Like, I learned a lot of shit just by grinding these couple hours. Like, a lot of good things too about the game. He has his own Mystic. Well, no, actually, no enemy has had a Mystic yet, right? No, Doline had one. But I mean, it's different than what he has now. We're gonna kill this thing before we break his fucking tail. I'm serious, we are. We're really going to do it. So, the levels made a fucking difference. I guess the level scaling in this game isn't that big. So I take it all back. Well, actually, I don't take it all back. I still think they want you to buy levels. I think they intentionally incentivize that heavily.
Look sharp.
Ignite!
Which they should not do. Yeah, we never broke his tail. Hit him. Hit him once. Ah, the boy. Easy. Okay, there has to be a phase 2 to that.
Is everyone
Maybe,
all right?
maybe not.
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfar, is that you?
Everyone's dead.
Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn
I
back.
was gonna say a disturbance in
What
the force.
happened here? Where is everybody?
Almeidrea's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
When you want to win, you want to win.
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Yeah, she let them have the city.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabel were horrible, but Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her.
Well, the good news is you don't.
What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almeidrea's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
Are you speaking from experience?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almeidrea has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almeidrea without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That's good. You can still be the bench
That
warmer.
said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast.
Yeah, we've
She
already
spent years
kind of
building
been
a
there.
ship there. A floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing. But now,
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go.
Alright, we've already been there. That's the one at the far end. Oh, what's this? Ringwall? Law the Intervener. Gives him a free AG. KO Prevention Inspiration restores a small amount of own HP. I mean, honestly, I would want KO Prevention over that. That seems to matter a little more. I got a couple of different things. I got like, I think there was, yeah, I got Art Casting Mobility and a couple decent abilities, I guess. I'm trying to start to fill out some of these so that way characters can do a little more damage and just have more stuff. Oh, it didn't say, I think I bought this before and it didn't fucking save it. Never mind. Well, it's too late now. Now who gives a shit? Now it doesn't matter. We beat the whole boss. We never broke his tail.
What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop
Excellent.
this time.
Okay. Swing on Madria.
I still can't believe what that Almadria did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
I mean, listen, I love
It's patently
instrumentality
clear
as well.
she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah, there's no way she's getting away with this.
Yeah. Head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah.
I genuinely stopped using Ringwell ages ago.
My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almadria who did it. I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
It's the kind of party member we need.
In retrospect, I do
We're not
remember
even
her
gonna
making
party
it
member.
sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster?
No,
Because I'm
of
able
course
to use
not.
magic even though I'm Dahnan?
You're just useless. There's a difference.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
Okay, well, we're gonna rest up first before we do anything at all. The only thing I would say is, like, Rinwell's probably really good at the end of the game, because I know Rita was kind of good at the end of the game. I actually really liked using Rita towards the end of Tales of Vesperia. The problem is that game, like, all these games I like do not have, like, modernization and shit, like being able to swap out party members in combat. That's, like, the one thing I wish that, like, Symphonia especially and Vesperia had. Like how the rest of the city is perfectly chill. Like, no, like, nothing happened. Everything's cool. People literally turning into liquid in the town and no one gives a shit. Okay. We didn't get any money, of course. Why would we get money? You're supposed to buy the money, damn it. It's the fucking worst. I feel like so many games have done this now. It just jades the fuck out of me to even see that it's a thing. It just really kind of pisses me off, if I'm being honest with you. Alright, well, I've been across here 1,000 times. There's not a single enemy on this plane that is actually worth my time to fight anymore. So we're just gonna move on. Like, actually move on. I guess the further along you get in the game, the more, like, animals... Oh, we don't need it that way. The more animals, or rather the better dogs you need to protect your livestock, which is kind of weird. Like, that almost feels like a secondary thing that was kind of just thrown in a little bit. Oh, whatever. That's fine by me. Oh, I didn't even come over here to grind, actually. I forgot about this area. It's not really anything even to see.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Darkwings and Almeidrea fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
I don't think there's really any reason to stop. We'll just save, just because. Alright, let's hope my pool of items can help me again. I'm feeling like this is going to be a double boss fight. I mean, but can it really be hidden if this is the only way to get to the next area?
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
Oh, now it works.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are
Flatfish?
even boats docked.
Oh,
I
yeah.
only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea.
This might not be the best place in the world to work, but at least you spend your days never having to worry about starving. You can't head out to fish in the ocean, but if you don't mind river fishing, there's a good spot outside with all the fish you could ever want. Okay. A heavy treat. It's real unusual for Laurel Almeidrea to come through here without letting any of us know ahead of time. She took off with a sizable posse too. Wonder what that was all about. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just glad she didn't ask us to come along with her. This boat here is used for shipping. Always takes off with an empty cargo hold and comes back with a full one. Pretty big, ain't she? But compared to Lord Almeidrea's personal ship, this thing's a cupcake. This thing's a cupcake. I ain't been back to Nias in a long while. But if ain't one bright eyes busting my chops on the deck, it's busting my chops on the docks. Speaking of which, did you hear they say cargo might contain stolen goods that's what someone smuggled from outside the realm? Oh yeah, I heard, but don't concern us. What's inside our job is to process them and move on. I hear you. We got enough to worry about with how heavy it's going to be to haul it around. I guess we're stealing this ship. Let's pursue her. Yeah, okay.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
No, I live for
Whoa there.
adventure.
You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's
it.
friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail.
Alright, generic mail. Let's go. I saved, right? Yeah, I did. Who cares? Fuck me, man. The human fights are even worse. Those are the fucking actual pits. At least that dude you can hit with your aerial arts. The T-Rex, I mean.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags.
They're gonna
They
sink
got a
our
good
ship.
head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board.
Like, how big is this ship?
On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
All right. Wow, we actually have one of these segments.
Easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
Oh, she's seasick.
Check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Yeah, I think she's seasick.
You don't
The
look so
token
good.
seasick party
You all
member.
right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadeye?
The whole reason I started
Honestly,
fighting
it's kind of a
back
good
was
thing it
because of my
happened, in a
anger
very
at the
fucked up way
atrocities
of me
Renan
saying that.
rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the
Like,
Danans.
Dedaim would just
Then
have
I
made
met
more
Shion and
problems.
the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadeye.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadeye for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so
Yeah,
hard
it's a
back
good
in
start.
Menancia.
They need to
Even
work
if
towards
his
that.
motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class
Yeah,
system.
obviously.
We are the ones who divided ourselves.
We're not innocent.
I saw it in Deadeye's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadeye wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
You piece of shit.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as
You and
spectacularly
Dohalim.
as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the immovable wall.
Can you just give
Can't
me
stand being on a
wide berth
boat.
for a few minutes?
Alright, well. That's what, like, it is fucked up to say that them turning to goo is, like, a good thing, but it kinda is. Because, you know, obviously then there won't be a civil war later when he wants to take over everything, so it kinda works out. I mean, you know.
Do you
Doesn't
think
make it
Law's
okay, it just makes it easier for everyone in the long run. Oh,
If you're
well.
worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah.
You could
I
say that's
think
fucked up,
maybe
it
I
is,
should
but, I
apologize
mean,
to
it's
him,
also the
too.
truth. You can
I should
blame Jesus
apologize
for
to
telling
all
the
of you,
truth.
really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
That's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside.
Oh, really? I couldn't
and
tell.
Yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadheim. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess,
Yeah, he delivered him to
killing
his death,
Ganabel
basically.
didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way.
Did you?
But
I missed
I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's...
a unique case.
She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Yeah, she's lonely. She has no fucking connections to anyone. That's why she's perfect to hold my hand. Okay, well, obviously they want you to talk to Shion last, so let's go talk to Law and my mans over here. Give him a fist bump, be like, yo, bro, what's good?
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate
Where
it.
can I learn to dress like you, Doily?
It wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
God, jeez.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance. I had the exact same
Yeah, the
thought.
world's pretty linear, ain't it? God damn.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
Yeah, I've been there.
You're not the only one.
This is actually
I
relatable.
keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
They should have really committed to making
Yeah,
Zephyr a
I
full
think
party
he definitely
member,
would have
you know,
stopped
just a
her.
fake one.
No doubt about
Because
it.
it was obvious he was going
And
to
that's
leave your
exactly
party. You
what
couldn't
you
even
did,
control
Law.
his arts. They should.
I think he'd
they
be
should have
really
made it
proud of you.
believable, in my opinion.
Alphen.
It would have contributed
Zephyr
more to
not the
him
worst
obviously
yardstick
getting
to measure
fucked
ourselves
up
against.
and written out.
Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
It is one thing to say though, I do kind of wish we would have like a full open world JRPG. Like they talk about opening up the horizon. One thing I didn't like was the fact that like you basically play and it's like walking down a corridor. Like Tales games have too much corridor simulator now in my opinion, and that's just a result of them moving away from like the overworld world map sort of a deal, which I kind of miss in all RPGs at this point.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Oh, I would be
Any artist who
flattered.
see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
Oh, what?
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on
I know
down
everything.
here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Yeah.
Even what Almeidrea
What are we
did?
gonna do once they decide that
Has
they
it
want to
really
step in?
reached the
Is
point
bigger
where her
question.
actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
This liquid
You
shit.
must remember that time is
Yeah.
running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't
Yeah. He
liberate
traded
anyone.
one ruler for another for himself.
Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
It's not that surprising.
What I have
all
come
things
to
considered,
understand
but yeah.
is that the conflict extends beyond Danon versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Now give me a bro fist. Just, psh. This is the coolest character they put in a Tales game in so long, dude. Just everything about him is cool as fuck, dude. His design, his character. He's basically the best part of the game, honestly. And I kind of wish he was the main character. But don't worry, Alphen's the Lord. He's the last crown contest winner or something. That's going to be the big plot twist. It's totally going to happen. Now, why he had a mask on his head is pretty much the only big question I have left.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard.
You could see that plot twist from a mile away. It'll be something along those lines, obviously.
Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
Or maybe he's like half Danon, half Renan. He has one eye that's
I'm looking
bright
at
and
the
the other's
ocean.
not.
The ocean.
Or something like
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh
Menancia is like the
wastes
only
of
good place to
Calaglia.
live, honestly.
But Menancia has its Lake of Death.
Oh, well, yeah.
And
because of that.
Mia's its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it.
Well, there's
So-
your theme of the game.
I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
I have you.
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
Yeah, it's a brain cage.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little.
I'm the Lord of Lenegis.
Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise.
Oh, it's something.
You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Alright, cool. Maybe I'll switch over to that yellow outfit in a little bit. The silver one. Alright.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up.
I'm
to
guessing
Olivia.
this is the time to
Last long
save.
bar.
Yeah, this is probably the time to save. After now we've talked to everyone. Solve the mystery. Nah, fuck that. I never changed that. Okay. The only other thing I'll say that I actually didn't mention earlier is this game could totally have run a 4 art system. And the reason I say that is because if you go into the controls here, and you look at battle, clicking left stick does nothing in this game. And I just feel like it would have been such a no-brainer to have click left stick be jump, in my opinion. and then like you could throw on a whole bunch of other stuff. Like you could throw on Art Attack 4, and then you could just have the 4 art system in addition to normal attacks, right? Like you get the best of like both worlds. But they opted not to do that. Instead, we have a dead button that doesn't do anything. Isn't that nice? The ship had a better head start than I first thought. If you want to take a nap before things pop off, now's the time. Okay. Obviously, warning you that some real shit's gonna go down. It probably can't be too bad, right? They wouldn't let you dead end yourself out here, right? Oh, this is a big ass ship.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
Jesus, what the fuck? What is that? And where was that docking?
She's huge. Lost.
They weren't
Go
docking
gather
that
the
shit
others,
in the
will you?
fucking harbor.
Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Die.
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Let's get some multi-track drifting going on. Bro, they should have just killed this bitch. Why did they have to do all this stupid shit?
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear?
Oh yes, mother.
Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Probably gonna be like a store on here or something.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
I guess we're gonna just take the boat and just sail her to the next area when we're done, right? Because it's the water area. Mobile Fortress Gradia. This literally sounds like a Gundam area. Well, just when I was about to say there's not a lot of dungeons in this game, I got something else. Members who left return to your party. So basically everyone.
Now that's what I call a ship.
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect.
She could just wait till they're all weakened.
I wouldn't put it past
but
her.
most of them are dead or
She's strong, yet shrewd.
not doing
And will
it
stoop
anymore.
to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Behind the mask.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute.
Yeah, what the hell's going on behind that?
That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half.
Yeah,
And
maybe
again,
it's keeping
the
something
idea
in.
of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Damn near a Castlevania quote. I could see him playing Castlevania, I'll be honest with you. He'd say something like Lament of Innocence is my favorite. Can't say that. Well, we have 3 life bottles if we need them before we're done here. Wait, do we really get back all our fucking life bottles? Yeah, I only need 1 in the fight. Oh, well, isn't that nice? Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. These are the same enemies, so... I think you have to use Stardust first. Nah, it's hard to say. I feel like you have to use Stardust first, and then, like, something else to keep them in the air. You.
Stop your movement, and I'll stop your life.
That's the fight. Wow, holy shit. Like I said, I got it to the point now where fights are meaningless. Like, nothing even happens. Right? Max AG. Demon's Lance. What was I trying to get for him again? Rod extension. Reduced art casting time during combat. I don't know if that's really good in this game, but maybe it is. I don't know. Increased damage while rod extension is active. Was there anything I was trying to get for him? I don't think so. AG restored from critical hits. Restores AG when critical hits are dealt. What do you think? Should I get Demon Lance and... increase rod extension time? This is an aerial attack. No, I think the AG abilities are ultimately the best. Oh, I was trying to... I didn't see the flag. Oh my god, I missed it. Can I undo that? I think I would have to load. I think I just saved, right? Yes. I fucked that up. I didn't see the flag until it was too late. I want to get that first. That kind of matters a little more. You know, who gives a shit if I have to redo that one fight?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Alright, we already saw this, so we'll skip it.
Now.
We already saw this, we'll skip it. Okay. Well, the livestock is gonna have to wait, Chief, because we're not going back.
Gotta break through.
I fucking love this ability. This is such a good ability.
Watch for their ranged attack.
Bring him down.
Leave the ensnaring.
Yeah, in an instance like that, that's why I keep Mirage on. I think I have another move that's a one-button drop. And I want to either unlock it or I want to use it myself, because I probably will need it. Oh, he died.
Look sharp.
Same difference. That's what I mean, like the actual just random fights are just like nothing anymore.
Weapon crafting material.
Okay, we're actually gonna need to use Law. Did I swap Law in? Oh, he never went. Got it.
Here.
Have him punch him.
No shield can stand up to these fish.
This ends now!
Yeah, any ability that gives you back AG should be like top priority. I feel like those are the best abilities in the game.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Okay, obviously we need to lower the shield. What is this thing? Is it just me, or does it look like one? Does it look like the one we ran back into in Reveal? One's actually made of astral energy. It might be one of Almadria's traps.
Got it.
If I'm able to take the astral energy, I could get rid of it. I'll just have to give it a shot. Oh, we never had her ability unlocked? Oh. I guess not.
That went well.
Played the whole game. I didn't even realize that she didn't have an ability.
Coming through. Double demon fang. Switch to offense. Here I come. Blazing meteor.
I know you have to shoot these guys.
Your reflexes will not serve you well,
And drop. No, this one.
Can't get out of this. Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I didn't mean to go on the air like that. That was my bad. I lowered the input timer because you can do that. I'm just still fucking mashing it out.
Lightning tiger blade. My turn.
You can actually lower the input queuing timer on this game, which is kind of cool. It's not something you get in a lot of games. Oh, yeah, I got it. Cool. So there's nothing to do here because we're building towards this.
My astral arts are coming along quite nicely.
Coming along? What do you want to do with that?
Oh, you know. Sprout flowers from the tip of my staff, suspended in midair.
So you want to be a street magician then?
Onward and upward.
Okay. Can we go in that little room in the corner over there? Food. Yep. Probably gonna have like one place you could cook, maybe like on an upper deck or something. I mean, who does she even have manning this thing? Like, I mean, obviously infinite respawning enemies, right, for us to fight. But like, who does she even have like to fight for her? Did she actually get all her people aboard? Like, what the fuck? I mean, maybe, I guess. Not to overthink it or anything, you know. It's just one of those things. Honestly, this
Tell me, have you ever considered your training life?
I love this guy. Bloody howling. Told you it was gonna be one of the best party members. I fucking knew it. I literally got complimented. There was no way out.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Okay. Like, we got decent damage going on, so it's not that bad.
Looks like we won.
Not bad at all. 10,000 gold from that fight. For doing literally nothing. 10,000.
Let's see what you've got.
Here goes.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest. I owe you. Take down their defenses.
Well, we have to wait for Law to get his shit, so. I didn't mean to spam it. I didn't mean to spam it. I thought that would also juggle for that one.
Armor won't save you.
That's what I mean. I kind of wish you weren't restricted to having only one character good at this stuff, like at all. Because if Law's not able to do it, then no one can do it. So, like, it would be cool if he had an advantage or something. But you know, this is not the worst kind of enemy for that, though. I think the worst kind of enemies are either casters, because only Rinwell can steal their shit if you can't interrupt them, and the fast ones. I think those are the worst, like, overall. Those are the worst kinds of enemies to fight. The armored enemies are really nothing. Like, see, he started casting. What was he gonna fucking do? Nothing.
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
You got spirit.
What the fuck?
Dragon swarm.
I like your spirit and I like your attitude. Ooh, that was a nice dodge. I didn't think I was gonna get that. That was a nice dodge.
Consider yourself finished. My turn. Double demon fang. Dragon swarm.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I was holding out. Fuck.
Rising wyvern. Burn.
This one's mine.
Like, you see, this is just a completely different game almost to me than when you fight a boss. When you fight a boss, the boss is doing all sorts of crazy dumb shit.
Nicely done.
You fight a couple overworld monsters, like, it's not even worth the time almost. Like, I'm not gaining any experience. I'm not really getting anything that I need, you know? Like, this is just actually a means to an end. Like, it's fun at least. Like, the combat is good. I think it could be better if they had the Corsaria system a little more, but I keep saying that they should bring back basic attacks in Tales games, and this is like the first one since, what, Zestiria? And even Zestiria was like kind of rare a bit. So, it's not like, the gameplay is pretty much the best part of this game. And I'm sure like by the end it's really fun too. It's just the boost strikes, like if you actually need them against an enemy, good fucking luck, dude. Good luck getting the boost strikes to work out for you. Good luck getting them when you need them. What the fuck? This guy's red. Oh shit. Oh, fight this guy. I like my red armor too, dude. Oh, it's gonna miss. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Like, how cool would it be to do a Mystic Art on this guy now, as he is? It would have been cool to finish up that one combo with fucking massive damage. I think Mystic Arts always scale off with hits, right? Or was that only certain? Like, that would be kind of cool, you know? Now you see he's gonna get it now. It's gonna be a waste. Hopefully he does it.
I'll crush you!
You only ever see this dude's Mystic anyway. Law is clearly someone's favorite on the design team. I don't have this 7AG really does not feel like a lot when you consider it. Alright, goodbye.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Access key A.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from. This is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Oh, already passed an elevator, so I already know where it goes. Did I go in this one room down here? Did I? Yes, I didn't. I don't know, I think I did. I think it was beef in the corner and there was milk in the other one. Yeah, because I would totally want to take room temperature milk. That's what I dream about doing. Okay, this is the lowest level. Before we open that. Well, they say that that's the right way to go, so let's open this. Like, don't get me wrong, field actions are a cool thing to have in a game like this. I think that that's, like, definitely something really interesting that they put. Alright, you're dead. This is one of the better ones. I almost went out of bounds.
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
I'm ready.
Boy, I love these cutscene fights. That's my favorite part.
Together, there is nothing that can stop us.
Indeed.
So.
As one, we are unrivaled.
And that is our greatest strength.
Oh shit. Oh, it's one of these fucking things. Well. Oh shit. Okay, well I'm gonna have to fight him no matter what. So let's just recover all HP. Can I use the orange shell like preemptively? Yeah. Okay. Because these dudes are basically boss fights, and in fact, we'll keep Law in. We'll kill the little shitlord, and then we'll swap him out. I couldn't even get in here.
Let's see what you've got.
This thing is basically that one boss from earlier, Sadistic Descent.
Showdown between Blade and Fist.
You're dead.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Double Demon Fang!
It's the same level. And you already saw I killed like one or two of these before anyway, so. Okay. Let's I know where this is going. Let's preemptively swap Law out so we can get more healing going on. That's why I'm working towards that other thing. You can get like iron stance or something.
I'm alright.
Oh Jesus, here we go.
Still standing.
Wait, how did I fucking step through him? What was that shit? I don't know. There you go. I'm just trying to kill him as quickly as possible.
Scarlet Inferno!
Like, that's basically the best way you're going to be able to use your Mystic Art, is pretty much you're going to be mid-combo getting hit and you don't get stunned. Is this the charge? Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Thanks, Kisara.
Dragon Swarm! Appreciate the help! Destruction! Double Demon Fang!
I don't have it, no. Because, like, Dohalim, as good as he is, his thing doesn't do anything. Right? It doesn't break them. It's just like a cheesy way for him to deal slightly extra damage to an enemy. I don't like these swallow for the healing.
That's my cue.
Oh, that's under me, isn't it?
Shut him down!
Apparently, it missed. I don't even know what happened. Okay, cool.
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Okay. Magic Emblem. That would
Looks
be
like
for
some solid
Rinwell.
equipment.
A white cloak. Alright, well, we'll heal. Hopefully we can find a resting spot. Obviously, I can't run around with only 12 CD. That wouldn't work out. So I'll use this instead. Yeah, we have plenty. I don't really have to worry too much. Most of the fights that you get into in this are just like pushovers at this point. It's only the bosses and like, you know, super special enemies like that that are really kind of worrisome. There's something in the cage, actually.
These ones can run rings around us.
I keep forgetting Devastation's on this. I really should move it, just that way all my 2s are on L2 plus something, and all my 1s are on no face button.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Dodge. Are you fucking serious?
Take this! Double Demon Fang! Catapult! Here I come!
Combo, thank you. Oh, okay, gave the execution. The game is actually really nice. If you're getting it as you push it, I've seen it swap it for the actual one, so you don't waste the boost attack. This game is really nice like that.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alright, what the hell is this?
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
There's a Zoogle in a cage. If it's not being sicked on shrews, maybe it's Almadra's pet or lab rat. Why? Because it's like docile, I guess. The improved endurance experiment was a success. Lord Almadra will be most pleased. Her lordship is already taken with this Zoogle. The entire lab was almost fired over it. What the fuck?
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluba Forest.
Yeah, she moved all her shit over here.
Smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Out of my way! God
Damn it, I almost used the wrong move. We're dead.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
He died. See, now that's what I'm talking about. Being able to lift an enemy like that is always fun. We're staggering the shit out of them. I don't know, man. Like, I understand that they want to make it so you don't just like combo enemies to death, but I don't think there's ever been a Tales game where you combo a fucking boss until they literally can't do anything. Like, you just flat out juggle them from start to death. I've never played a Tales game that's been like that, so I don't really know. I played pretty much every Tales game but Abyss at this point. I don't know, I forget if I finished Dawn of the New World. Probably not if I can't remember the damn game. That was super delayed.
Onward and upward.
So yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about that. Like, I don't think that scenario really has ever happened in any game. There's only this experience per the ship. There must be more experience going on here. And so she really likes this Zoogle in particular. Or maybe they're just talking about these in general. I don't know. Okay. That's it for this floor. Let's go to L2, not accessible. I think L1 was where we already were, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. None of the floors are accessible. I guess I missed whatever it was in here I was supposed to do. And they respawned all the enemies. That kind of sucks. Okay. This will at least enable us to beat the shit out of them. Why is this guy green? Oh, I guess it permanently stops him from being able to move quickly. Alright. No matter what you do, like once they have it, that's it. They're broken for good.
I'll trip it up.
Fuck.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Seems about right to me.
So what the hell am I supposed to do with this? There's one thing I missed. Oh. Okay. Silly me. Everything in this game is glowy and flashy. I missed it. Oop, not L2. It was like a Resident Evil ship. Remember Resident Evil Dead Aim? Man, that game was cool.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Don't worry, we gotta do the other two floors first.
Somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
There's no way we're not doing the other two floors. Like, let's be real. But yeah, Dead Aim was kind of cool. I always said it felt like Resident Evil 4, like a beta almost for it. Because I think it came out before Resident Evil 4, and it kind of has like alternate Leon and alternate Ada in it. It's the weirdest game ever.
Is that the ship's engine?
And no one ever really mentions it.
As one might expect, large ships require
That'd be a
large
perfect game to get a
engines in order to
remaster.
sail.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with Tales.
If we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidrea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky?
You never
my head
considered
hurts
it?
just
You know
thinking
about
it.
Lenegis.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidrea.
Like I said, there's got to be a good reason why Lenegis just chooses not to do anything when they see that obviously the Danans are uprising. Maybe it's something that just happens every like 100 years, so they don't really care too much.
What's this thing?
Okay. Yeah, we'll fight him. It's not major.
Retreat! If you know what's good for you. Bring him down!
All right, well, heard him. Heard it first hit. The shot wouldn't stop me. Get the fuck out of here. Before you say, yeah, I would, this is a fantasy game, damn it. Bullets don't do anything. Otherwise, using a gun would be the most broken thing.
Dragon Swarm! Regenerate!
Ah.
That hit spot. Step back. This one's all law.
Trying not to blow anything, you know. I'm trying to keep it all,
Courteous, huh?
You got spirit! Damn it!
So fine not too long ago. So much for talking it out.
Oh no, I didn't mean to. I keep thinking he's on L2 for some reason. Fuck me. That was enough to send me into over limit. Yeah, that Kisara's ability to give easier over limit is like really good. I actually have noticed it. Oh well, I won't even get to use it. Fight's over.
How much longer will our healing arts last?
We'll be fine. And if we're not, then we get, you know, we'll just fuck around. I don't know. Alright, we're getting a lot of peach shells. Yeah, we're full, so I'm gonna use... I'll just use one. We'll just use one. And if we keep needing to use it, we'll use more.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
See what I can do. Fight the over. Swallow dance. You're on. I'm ready.
As you can see, I'm getting back a ton from like critical hits and other things. Like some of those abilities are like the best abilities in the game for sure. Just by virtue of them, they let you randomly extend your combo.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
So because of that, we pretty much beat the whole fight in one continuous combo.
Do you think we'll be okay to keep going?
Got another peach shell. Use on Kisara. Yeah, my tank who totally doesn't get bodied every opportunity. Oh shit. Butterfly win? Yeah. Okay. That one just disappears.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Well, obviously we can't do that right now. Oh, that was all my CP? Okay, nice. A natural vest.
This
Probably equipment for him, right? No. Oh, okay, there you go. Cloak. Stonewing, Stonewing, Stonewing. I guess while I'm here, I'll change my outfit. Let's, Midnight Battle Guard. Oh, okay, this was... You can still wear this. That's hilarious. This is just an alternate version of, this one. Okay, that's not terrible. Kind of actually like this a little bit. Like, I know they put him in some ridiculous armor for this one. It's definitely gaudy. I'll say that. But I still gotta like it, just because it's unique. You know, it's very rare you get a fully armored character in a Tales game that I can remember. So, yeah, other than that, I just left everyone as they were. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for Dohalim yet. Kind of wish there was an alternate Bureau outfit. This looks kind of good, actually. I don't like his default. I don't like the purple and the yellow. It clashes way too hard.
Gus even more formidable.
Yeah, I'm a fashion expert now, by the way. Alright, I guess I'll have to use an orange gel, just so we can keep exploring. Nothing major. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'll do my best. Now we're on that floor.
Okay, perfect.
Anything in armor is all
Hey, dead. And this guy jumped in. How very nice of you to stop by, idiot.
Leave him smelling to me. Yeah, and pummeling to me.
I don't have enough. What else do we even need to do? You can't even move. Now you see, this is what people think boss fights are like in any Tales game. I'm here to tell you they're not. A lot of times it's just the boss doesn't even like I don't know, man. Even Symphonia. That's my biggest complaint. I just wish Symphonia had stuff like this. Because Symphonia is definitely weakest in the gameplay. But I mean, like, you can't really blame it too much because it's like a 2003 game.
I'll take you all on.
Oh god, here we go.
Flare the militia.
I also don't want to say like they should remake 1,000 games, you know, because like if you like every time you remake a game, you could have made something new in its place. I feel like so I'd rather get new Tales games than a remake.
Commander of Heaven.
But I do think a remake of Symphonia would be in the same vein as like a remake of Assassin's Creed 1. You know, like games that have become so memorable and so like I don't know, important to their various series. It just feels a little right, you know? It feels like you're doing it justice. You're kind of honoring it a little bit. Like what Resident Evil did at this point 20 fucking years ago. It feels like you're really giving it the love and care it deserves. Because let's be fair here. Assassin's Creed 1 by today's standards is nigh unplayable. That game is not winning any fucking awards. And I like Assassin's Creed, as you probably can tell on my channel. I fucking love it. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Assassin's Creed 1 is anywhere near as playable as some of the later games. Even Assassin's Creed 2 has aged well. There you go.
Commander of Heaven.
I love this one.
Commander of Heavens.
Barely a blip on our radar.
11,000 gold. Yeah, here we go. Now the game is starting to throw everything at us, so... we'll use a peach shell again. See, I think they do it just because they know you can't leave. So they have to give you items so, you know, you're able to beat all the enemies and all the bosses and stuff. I think they have to do it. So there's no... You know, what else can they do? They can't not give you the items you need.
I'll do my best.
Drop. Dragon Storm. Cancel. I don't have enough. Oh, I got it.
Commander of Heaven.
Nicely done.
Okay. I guess we lucked out. We had 37 for that last one, so it just kind of worked out nicely. Okay.
This looks nice and tough.
I guess that's it for this floor, yeah. So we got the owl, we got everything. I mean, unless there's like an item in one of these like little, yeah, one of these little side areas, and there's no reason to go and fight that last group. And even if you want to say I didn't need to grind for the experience, I needed to grind so I could get money so I could buy the armor and other upgrades that I needed to beat that boss. So, like, ultimately, like, I had to kind of do it. Like, I didn't have the money. If this game gave you adequate amounts of money, I wouldn't have needed to do it. Now they give you money, but as you can see, we can't leave. There's no store that we found yet. But, like, I had to. I didn't have any money to buy the armor. Oh, shit. There we go. I didn't have any money to buy armor, so that's why. I kind of had no choice. I don't think it's made things like too easy. I think it's about the same difficulty as it was 5 hours ago. Oh, pineapple. Very nice. Now that'll be good for like emergencies, because I'm not going to be able to get a ton of it. As I'm telling you, every Tales game is better on its second playthrough. Which you might think, oh, well, why wouldn't they make the first playthrough as good? Well, I mean, I could understand. The item limit at 15 is kind of annoying. But I think 15 has just been like a pretty decent balance, right? Because otherwise you would just buy 99 life bottles. You just fucking destroy every boss on normal mode. So I guess like it kind of works out, you know. This game with the fucking how expensive shit is another story. Right. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to use an orange shell, 100%. Not even gonna play around. Burn. Ah, hit me. I thought I got cancel that. I think I cancel his attack by doing this.
Scarlet Inferno!
I think I did, yeah. That's actually good. I don't want to kill this guy, honestly.
You picked the wrong fight. You won't make a fool of me.
Use its weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone.
It is a weak point.
This one's mine.
And more
Take it down. Lunar Rondo.
I'm grateful.
Are we gonna... Okay, actually, since we're already fighting this dude... Oop, that's not what I wanted. Let's swap. And I'll heal myself.
Does it?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
I'll take you
Alright, perfect. This hopefully will kill this guy so we can focus on the mini-boss.
Flare the Malata.
You. Mystic Art into another combo attack. Alright, well now we should be fine.
Dragon Swarm.
Glacial Swing. Here's the Eva.
Hurricane Shot. Soaring Right Spear.
You piece of shit.
You're mine. Sword Alpha.
Oh, where did... Now that was ridiculous. Okay, that did a lot more damage than it usually does. I like how she got hit by it and teleported.
I'll leave it to you.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking die. Can you die from poison? Did it ever use the item? What the fuck?
This is some punishment.
You have to hold on.
No escape. Dragon Swarm.
It's actually good that he got down. We won't have to waste an item. See, it's gonna make me use it? No. Okay, life bottles just get used automatically.
It's in your hands.
Did he get downed again? Oh my fucking god. Dude.
Flare the Malata.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do something after this.
Dragon Swarm.
Guess we're gonna have to go back to that first floor and get the spare items. Oh, they use it. Okay. I forget that they'll auto use it. Well, Kisara can't do the thing, so what can I do about this? Nothing.
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out.
You and me both.
Miss all the
Alright, we'll use an orange shell.
fun. Nowhere.
Is this it?
Hilarious. Alright, I'm definitely going back for those life bottles. That's fine by me. That's no biggie. I actually am glad that I get to use it and I won't have to worry about coming back later. Because who knows if you can't. Well, if there's an owl here, you definitely will be able to come back later.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Okay. Well, before we do any of this, I'm going to go back and get those life bottles. I hope... I don't think those will respawn. That seems like a forced static encounter. So, oh shit, not lower level. So I don't think that'll respawn. But even that was like not really that hard. I wasn't really playing super defensively. You know what I mean? So you could like totally mess around now. What does it matter? No one's gonna stop you. Wait, what? Is it this way? Yeah. Oh, we gotta go through these dudes. Pieces of shit. Alright, I think we'll be fine if we enter a fight with this little HP. I think we'll be fine.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Bring it down. It's over. Roll now.
Maybe. Because you don't really have a healer in this game. They really should have just made Shion a designated healer. They did the thing again where they split it between two people. It's not as bad as Zillia, because Zillia was really fucking annoying with that shit. It also kind of broke the lore a little bit.
Say no more.
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Perfect. Look at that. That was flawless. Right, it was in here. Where were the life bottles? It's in the room right there. I mean, can I rest if I go back to the Danon Ocean? I feel like there's gonna be a thing coming up anyway. So I don't really want to do that. I feel like there's no reason for me to fall back. In fact, I'm gonna save before I go through this room, just on the off chance that there's like a, you know, it's a fake out, right? Yeah. There's always the chance that there is an actual fight on the other side of this door, though. And if that's the case, I'm screwed. But it's worth taking that risk because I want to know if I'll get, you know, free recovery and not have to waste my items 5 feet before free recovery. I'm assuming this is the boss and I'm dead. I mean, I could try to salvage it, but is it really
She sure
worth
spared
it?
no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
Yeah, she made a mobile spirit vessel. That's actually smart.
There's no one here.
It means she could be wherever she needs to be
Yeah,
and
but I
protect
doubt
what she's
she's out
trying
for
to
a
get.
moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
Okay. She left it. Yeah, okay. She left an access card behind. Yeah.
It's like she's daring us.
That's not a trap.
Yeah. Like it's all some damn gander.
Just a real coincidence, you know? What?
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Yeah. What actually could it be? I don't think there's anything in here, right? Yeah, I don't think he could do anything. What's that in the background? What the fuck? We're not gonna talk about this? It's obviously like a 480p. Is it a reflection? Okay, no, you know what it is? It's a reflection. It's a very shitty reflection. That's what it is. Okay. I was like, dude, what are we sailing towards? It's nothing. Okay. I scared myself pretty much. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright, sure, dude. Kinda hungry, not gonna lie. I didn't get my usual like late night healthy snack, so that's kinda not great. But so obviously we can't do anything on this floor. We need to go to floor 4 first. Okay. I'm guessing I'm not gonna get free healing. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to actually heal myself.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
What? That Zoogle
We
had
seem
wings.
to have come across something a little
Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to heal. I don't really see many ways around this. It's not the worst thing ever, it's just kind of annoying. Whatever. Let's use some of the apples for him. Oh god, this barely restores anything. What the fuck?
Usual.
Ah, I merged the fucking groups. God damn it. Well, at least it'll be interesting, right? I didn't mean to do that. I got back my AV. That was a mistake. Punch him. I like that you have options for enemies like that. Like, that's the cool shit. This is not gonna do anything, really, right? It's only if they're weak to it if it does anything. Right, free.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix
You know what? Actually, I won't even complain. He should have a counter move if you're in the I take it back. I was gonna say, he fucking knocked me out in one hit. You know what? If he didn't, it wouldn't really mean. It wouldn't matter, right? It would be kind of like whatever. So there you go. We killed all of them. Knight armor. Armor worn by those of the Bygone Knight class. I can only assume that's for me. Very nice. What was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh yeah, Dohalim has enough. So we'll give him that. I guess the next thing I'll get for him is, let's start getting his rod extensions and other things. We're getting KO prevention for you. For Rinwell, there's not really a lot to get. Increase boost gauge. Get recover next. What am I getting for her? I don't see the flag. Increases normal attack limit. She's actually close. And for Alphen, anything that gives AG is what I'm looking for. The perfect guarding and perfect evading is kind of hard. Maybe boost strike damage. $640. Could get Devastation. Maybe this is better than Mirage at this point. So I have 512. No, I need to do increase weak point. I have to do this. Okay, we'll put this up. Increase BG at battle start. Increase boost gauge from enemy defeats. Increase boost gauge from enemy downs. KO prevention. There you go. Okay, well, we have everything. Could have sworn I bought some of these before, and I don't know. I hope I saved. I hope I didn't lose some fucking grinding, but I don't think I really did. So. What is this thing? A Vandal Dragon.
Take this! Right! On guard! Rising walk out!
I'll tear you apart!
Double team effect!
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt.
Take it! Sword rain out!
I think Shion has good damage against enemies like this. It's not ready yet.
Not today! I owe you one. Look sharp! Time to let it rip!
Don't suffer in silence. Resonate with the earth.
You're mine! Dragon form! Sword rain alpha!
No, fuck you. Cancel your attack. I had a feeling he was going to do something. I wanted to cancel it.
Scarlet Inferno!
Shine! All radiant light!
Here I come!
Regeneration! Here goes! Regenerate!
I really owe you one.
Swallow this!
I can carve through armor! Double demon back!
Oh no, it's this. Oh, he's falling down. What the fuck? You a wimpy ass dragon. Alright, nice. I think if one hit of Sword Ring crits, all of them crit or some weird shit like that. Maybe he has to be in the air for it to be like really effective. Well, this was a pretty wimpy fight, all things considered. What the fuck? Nothing even happened.
Consider yourself finished.
You would think that would be like a real mini boss. He pretty much didn't do anything.
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
There you go. Yeah, so you had to fight him. It's like a forced boss, basically.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Still gonna save. You know how games are. Even though I'm sure this game is, you know, pretty consistent with offering up its healing right before a boss fight, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's guaranteed, because the one time I will. Is that it right there? Yeah, okay. Yeah. This game is pretty good about that. The Wind Lord.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Dahnan mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
Alright. I think I'm confident. You know, I always say to save before this, just in case. So that's exactly what I'll do, but it doesn't really matter, will it? Okay. What's over here?
Well, there's only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
Really? Even this door? Why does one door have a star on it and the other one doesn't? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe they just put one on one. It's the same area. Fuck it. I'll go through this door. I'll be different. I'll be different.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
Oh no!
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
Because it's fun, and it's
That
funny.
is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless.
Yeah, they kind of wanted it,
Ultimately,
to be
it was
fair.
their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the
It's like
wrong
80-20.
feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool. To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how
I mean, we're
things
3 for
actually
3,
work.
lady.
Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 3
You guys aren't
years.
exactly winning.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
Friends?
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people
Yeah, he
holler.
kind of actually snapped when he realized
What
it.
does it matter?
Poor
You're
guy.
descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold!
Oh, she got a dragon. She has another one. This is the non-bitch dragon. Okay, I take it all back. I was shitting on the dragon. This guy is a fucking disaster waiting to happen. I can already tell.
Enjoy your meal!
She's gonna ride him the whole time? Okay. We're all Major and Mesmol.
Eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down.
Oh great, the whole fight we're never gonna be able to fucking do anything. I can't move.
Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
How far? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, strap in. We're gonna be here a while. Oh my god! It was a perfect combo into the tornado. I might have to back out for items. I think I could win this fight. I don't need to grind. I just need items. He has a weak point in his head and his fucking tail. Jesus, man. Alright, I think I broke it. I think I broke the tail. Better take that shit. Right, did I break the tail? I don't know. No, I didn't. I boost broke it. Ugh. Yeah, it says core break, not boost break. I already forgot. It's been so long since I've done it. Bro. This fucking guy, man. How do you change tactics again? Fucking focus on this at this point. We are not going to be able to steal this, I don't think. Well, it's mostly on me, so that's fine, actually. This is one of those things, like, the boss is so big, it's kind of fucking up the camera. There's a lot of games that do that, though. Like, in fairness. Final Fantasy 14 has some enemies that are so big, you can't actually even really get the camera to focus on them. They're just that big and take up that much of the fucking camera. Taking that.
Stay away, Lunar! Does it hurt? You're not right! Not today!
How dare you!
Lunar Rongo!
I don't know. Fucking let's just use this. 'Cause we're never gonna use anything about it. It's just free damage by virtue of giving us back AG. We'll do this.
Here goes! That's a searing flame!
The thing is out of the arena. Like, what do you want me to do about that?
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Shine! Radiant Dragon Force of regeneration!
Ow.
Shine! Radiant Light! Force of regeneration!
It's still good. Usually regen abilities like that are trash. So I gotta give credit where it's due. That ability is still fucking good, even now. Like, it scales very nicely, actually. That was a fucking attack. Are you serious? Okay, cool. Actually, I might have canceled out a healing circle.
Scarlet Inferno!
Bro, that still didn't break it. I can't break any weak points. What is going on? Oh shit. Okay, this only seems to really go after Alphen, which is good because I could just play Kingdom Hearts for a few seconds. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Glacial Spear,
Dragon Force!
going in.
Let alone breaking the thing in its fucking head. I mean, how the hell are we even going to begin to do that? Oh, okay, yeah, that is. Alright, obviously we will use, let's use an orange. Let's not even begin to run low, obviously.
You picked the wrong
Jesus. All this resources still can't break the tail. I didn't follow it up Like, I don't... Okay, finally. I think we can break it. Unless this is the 50%. Yeah, I think that's just for 50%.
They're attacking separately.
Oh, no. Come on. We were doing something, man. Okay, she's just gonna float above us. We were actually getting somewhere.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away.
Into the shadows.
Do you see how fast her fucking shit is? Can you even target her? Dude, it says I'll take it away from her. I don't even think you could target her. What? Oh my fucking god. I think she got the... Actually, I don't know if she got off resuscitation. Here. Okay, well now I'm gonna fucking die. Trying to get behind this dude constantly. Okay. Let's use the fucking pineapple. There's no reason. We might as well, right? Well, that was a tasty death.
Make it in time.
Pick me up. Now we have too many life bottles and not enough normal healing. Can you believe this shit?
I owe you one.
My true power.
Looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
Sword Rain Alpha! I'll smash you! You're finished!
My spell.
The winds of judgment.
Actually, we couldn't stop that, could we? Oh, that's what she fucking meant. It was a fight quick time event. God damn it.
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
I missed it. We're fucked now. You had to wait specifically for that just to see it happen, unlike the last one. Well,
Now, you're mine!
yeah, now we're fucked.
It's in my hands now. You'll pay for that!
You could not target her until that specifically, and that's the only one that you could target her for. Jesus fucking Christ. See, I'm over here like, well, you can't target her, so maybe it's just not yet. Maybe it's like some later part she comes down and fights. No, it's a quick time event, basically.
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Yeah, orange gel again. Like, none of it's an instant death, so it's not like Super Mario levels of annoyance, but like, goddamn, that kind of sucks. That's like a waste of materials and resources, honestly. More than anything. And you already saw, like, I don't know how we have not broken the fucking tail yet. Like, it really, this is like really annoying, honestly.
It's over! Try harder! Not here! Try harder! Not here!
Let alone when you can even get around to it.
Behold!
He was in, oh yeah, he did. Fucking forgot.
Tectonic vision!
Here's a healing arc!
I didn't dodge either. Yeah, this only seems to go for Alphen. So this, I could do my part to bait this. There's no problem with that. We're gonna run out of healing items.
Thanks.
I'm assuming that if you break his tail, he doesn't get anything back for it, you know? If you get hit by one, you're better off just getting fucking taken. Heal herself.
You may be strong, but I'll never back down.
I agree. I think it's hilarious. Wow, I went down to 60 HP on that. Holy fuck. Are we still focused on healing? Yeah, we are. Oh my god. I just did not have enough resources. That's really what it comes down to. Cancel whatever the fuck this is.
Scarlet Inferno!
Well, we're close to killing this thing. He's gonna fucking go beast mode now, but we're close. I like how you don't even need AC bottles in this game. I guess his over limit doesn't really matter, does it?
Not while I'm around.
Oh, okay. Now we just wait. I'm just gonna wait for this. That's the whole point of this.
I'll never forgive you.
What?
What? Who?
You don't scare me.
Go for it, Rinwell.
I guess she's still unhurt. It's just this poor dragon, man. Dude, we're gonna kill him before we break his fucking tail. So, like, what's the point of it?
Not today.
We never broke his tail. We literally beat this boss, and we never broke the tail. Oh, is she doing it again? I think she is. Wait. Oh, you can't counter it this time. There was no prompt. Oh, that's not good. He has 1 HP. We just need to fucking hit it.
I let my guard down. Shattering the pieces.
Alright, cool. I don't know why that time you can't counter it at all. There's just no problem. Doesn't really matter.
Say no more.
Alright, you finished. He just leaves. He's like, fuck this, it ain't worth it. I'll sink the whole ship.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
I won't kill you.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
But how is
It's
she
not
even
about
hurt?
what
She
you
didn't
think.
do anything.
Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
I don't think so. I mean, like, what? Whatever. She didn't even do anything. She floated above the whole fight. That was good. Oh, hey. It's the boy.
It's that swordsman again.
Alright, kill her for us so we can move on.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it
Put on
up
some
to
damn
you,
clothes,
my
woman.
lord.
These fucking faces.
Silence. Wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
He turns the blade? Jesus! This fucking edgelord game.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
I love a nice vicious fucking. Ow.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Help? Someone? Something? Oh shit, yeah, he is a lord. Okay, well, we're gonna get this reveal now. Now and not later.
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something!
We pushed him right into anime.
Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
So the Waterlord just runs around doing dumb shit and killing people just because he has the power to do so.
Sion!
Oh, he can feel pain now. Oh, that's gotta suck. The mask was the only thing preventing him from feeling pain. That means that he'll actually feel it when he burns himself now.
Come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
I'm taking your waifu. I feel bad for Mahavar, honestly. But whatever. Did I call it or what? Did I fucking call it? Test subject 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly. Until then, you need to calm your mind and await further instructions. Fucking, yeah, there you go. Feels weird when you don't crack your knuckle if you do it weirdly. Sorry.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home.
Astral energy charging almost complete. Output stable. Standing by.
I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Yeah, they were test subjects, I guess. The maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony is in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here, number 1273. This is probably Lenegus. Is this the test subject, ma'am? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe inside's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am, no touching the test subject. So are they trying to create Danins, or I'm sorry, Renins here out of Danins? Like, maybe that's their goal, is they're trying to liquefy Danins and turn them into Renins? Ugh. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time I managed to assemble a Sovereign and Maiden ready for the ceremony. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. Alright, obviously we can't go anywhere else. Daddy hasn't come home lately, so I decided to come visit him. But they won't let me go any further. It's not fair. I hope he finishes his work soon so I could see him. Looking at the statistics, the subject's biological sex appears to have almost no bearing on the rate of success or failure. Oh shit, hopefully this wasn't what I was actually supposed to do. I don't know who got in their head to start calling you Sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Okay. Another one bites the dust. Remember, you're our only success story. Do not let all our hard work and research go to waste at any cost. The harvester we deployed on Dana is functioning as intended, gathering astral energy and transmitting it to Lenegus. I spent a lot of long days keeping a close eye on things, but soon that work will be over and I can finally get back to my little girl. Okay. Dan test subject is our Sovereign, eh? I expect you to carry out your function without falling apart like the others, understand? Okay. So he is Danon, but they are trying to implant him with Sovereign running shit. You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place.
It's time, Alphen. It's really happening, huh? Yes, we need to change into our outfits, then meet in front of the transference device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm so sorry you got dragged into all this. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to and get this thing over with. Right. She kind of looks like Shion a bit. Just a little bit.
I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Naori.
Naori. And then nothing good happened. And when I came to, Naori was dead. God damn, you fucked up, boy.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Naori. No!
So,
wait, please.
What the fuck?
Wait,
Dude, it's gonna be so weird seeing him without any mask on now.
What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion.
Yeah, you can feel pain. There it is.
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
If he's still got the blazing sword, he still has some amount of power, right? She can't be dead. Mother... Dude. Never mind. Okay. I don't know why it had to disintegrate now and not any time since he's been out, but, you know.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Yeah, if you can walk. Now he's actually feeling like the stress. The Master Core of Wind. Okay, well, we got it. Sweet. We have no clue where we are. Don't worry, we're gonna get everyone back. They gained experience. They wouldn't give experience to someone who dies. Well, they have in other games.
Naori. Shion. I
love both of you, but I can't choose.
Damn it.
Oh, they're actually gonna make you fight this. Alright, well, I'm gonna dodge whatever this is. That was never going to hit me, ever.
Double Demon Fang! Lunar Rondo! Soaring Light Spear!
Oh no!
You're on! It's on! It's over! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Nothing. Did not bust him at all. He's probably supposed to take damage so he could be like, wow, pain fucking sucks, dude.
Soaring Light Spear! You picked the wrong fight!
Yeah, no fire on it.
Here I come! Double Demon Fang!
I'm not gonna be able to interrupt that. I think I have to win this, just so you know. Like, this is not like one of those fights where it's like, oh, well, you could win if you want. Like, I think I actually have to win this.
Here I come! You're finished! Take this!
Not that it's hard, as you can tell. That's what I mean, like, the reason you have to grind in this game is for fucking money. It's not even for experience. I could have beaten any of those boss fights if I had the money and the resources. That's really the only reason I need to do any amount of grinding.
Rising Wyvern!
Nope.
Soaring Light Spear!
Recovered.
Rising Falcon! Try harder! My turn!
I had a feeling it wasn't gonna stop him.
Slash! Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear!
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. That combo is pretty good. Oh, shit. Well, good thing I have leftover items. You might actually be in deep shit, dude, because he has no healing.
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Alright, let me just fucking kill him. It didn't do the thing. Oh, I can't use my Mystic Art. Oh shit, I don't want to die then.
This should do it!
So much of Alphen's power relies on having the Blazing Sword. Like,
Dragon Swarm!
you can't use anything. You can't use your, well, you can use your burst attack, thankfully.
Eat dirt!
We actually should be very grateful. They're nice enough to let you use that. He doesn't even have a normal Mystic Art.
Alphen?
Finwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
No, they leveled up.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would
Very
seem.
convenient.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you
Look
sure
at this
you're
dude.
feeling okay?
Doing
You seem a
1,000
little
yard stairs
off.
and staring off into space, dude.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Dude is looking into next century right now. Holy shit. Alright, we have Rinwell and Dolim. Retired Avenger. Sure, good for her. She learns Holy Lance. Reduced art casting time. Increased evasion. Like, Alphen learns none of this shit, man. It's really annoying. He learns nothing like this. I haven't learned increased evasion. I haven't learned, you know, I haven't learned anything. It sucks. Oh, I can get this. I'm gonna get this next. Like, I can't. I have none of this. I just learned counterattacks and shit. I guess we should go back and do the novice grounds once we get everyone together.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
Your way to this one. Can't sprint, huh? I guess not. Okay. They kind of have to give you Doeline because no one else can heal. It's only Shion and Doeline who can heal. Law can only heal himself, so I'm not even going to bother fighting any of these enemies. I don't really care. There it is. What?
Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh?
Does Vol'jin just
The
not
whole
give a
town
shit?
was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions.
Yeah, they're not gonna be happy when Dohalim shows up.
Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on
See it? How do you talk to it? Can you just jump up? I can't jump. What the fuck? Hold on. I don't think I could jump. Oh, okay, there you go. The right eye patch. I was like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to get close
You're
to
saying
it?
we should check the Owl Forest?
I don't even think we could go there now, can we? Yeah, no. Obviously not. You're in the middle of a story segment. Alphen's sad, okay?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first.
I'm a clone.
I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did.
Yeah, but did he know Naori before that?
Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As
Maybe
a
that's
Danan?
the point of it.
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented
Renan
on
doesn't
me,
really win it,
like I
I
was
guess.
nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came.
I mean, that's why Lenegis can't do anything.
As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
It's really badly damaged or something.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
And she'll be the final boss.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Is that Shion's?
Imeris?
Yeah, that's her
As
sister.
in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait,
Sorry, I don't know people's last
Are they
names.
sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
Because no one cared who he was until he put it on.
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping.
Yeah, but why would Shion never mention she has a sister?
I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it.
Maybe that was
The restoration
ages ago.
took years,
Yeah.
and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
This man is gonna snap.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
So is Naori her descendant then? Or rather, Shion is Naori's
Deep
descendant?
down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock. Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
But Shion might be in danger. That's kind of the problem.
What about Shion? We
Yeah.
can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight.
You can't waste too much time.
This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine.
This dude is
All
fucking
right, everyone.
retired at this point.
Let's break for now.
I guess we're not getting 8 party members. I guess we're just getting 6, and they just have 2 spares. Just 2 spare slots for some reason. I guess you could pull people out and end up fighting with only 2 people in a fight. Because if we're not getting 7 and 8 anytime soon, I mean, then who even really knows if we're getting anyone
Do I even
else?
have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
They told you what they think. Genius. Okay. I do like his design now. I think it looks really cool. Hilariously enough, I don't really think he looks that good wearing this with no mask. I actually think that this looks better. Like this outfit just kind of ends up looking like the best outfit. But I'll wear it a little longer, I guess. I'll fuck around, but I'm done for now. It got better. The story is fine. It's just the gameplay sometimes is just whatever. It's inconsistent as shit. So we'll probably finish this in like another couple of sessions, I think. We'll probably hit the usual 40 hours or so, give or take, and then that'll be that.